It's Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Barons and the Jets coming up next.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive as... MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Brooklyn Barons and the New York Jets. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. On first down, Wilson. And his first pass is incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. And that is it. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. They go play action now. Jackson.
Man open, that's Ja'Marr Chase, complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
He will find his man Chase, complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Another shot for Chase. He's got it this time.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field. It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Etienne. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
His 7th rushing touchdown, 11th overall. And the Barons have taken the early lead.
And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
They got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Here's Wilson. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. There he goes left side. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Play action. Now Jackson.
Throw left side complete to Chase.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Dobbins. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Travis Etienne with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Barons are able to stretch out their lead. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So their second touchdown of this first half, they went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, only up 12-0, 1 extra point on the other side can ultimately beat you if they score twice.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Man open, here is Crowder. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, here's Fournette. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Hey, check back 6. I'm coming.
Wilson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Tyus Bowser able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They go play action with Jackson. Open man is Chase, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Once more, Etienne. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Travis Etienne on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Barons are able to widen their advantage. They'll try and throw for it. Steps away. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So the 2-point conversion trend continues, at least as far as trying those goes. They've attempted them after all 3 touchdowns, CD, and converted now 2 of them.
They're not just dipping their toe in the water, are they? I mean, they're committed to going for 2 points, and 2 out of 3, now with a 22-0 lead. In a sense, they're a little bit ahead of the curve, because normally it would be 21, wouldn't it?
And with the way their defense is playing, I don't know if it matters if they do convert any of these. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Take it at the 37. 35 yards that time on the punt. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Barons.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A give, running right, Etienne. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble, 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Travis Etienne on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Barons continue to pull away here in this first half. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it. When things have changed a little bit, they have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, check back. Back 6. Let's go.
The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Baby, let's go. Let's go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson. The 20. 10. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. And what a big-time play there.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Travis Etienne taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Barons just continue to roll. Jackson now, eluding the pressure right. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Now Wilson on 1st down. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson under pressure, and down he goes. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get the rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these 2 have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where it was the visiting Broncos who were able to come in and get the road victory. Javonte Williams, a touchdown run in the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
These 2 coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the second half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Let's go!
And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing left side, it's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Travis Etienne taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Barons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On first down, Wilson. This one caught by Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
Hey, check back, back 6, back 6. Here we go, here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tonyan. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robert Tonyan, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets are able to get a score back. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
Matt Amendola now for the extra point. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return is Duvernay. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
by the time
we have to leave the booth.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
Picked off right around the 43. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
him. No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the...
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? When you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
They'll try to run with Etienne.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Travis Etienne
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Barons are pouring it on.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over.
And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you? Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Odafe Oweh
picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Check Mike 6. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Mike 6.
Now it's Wilson.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he stopped immediately there.
He was brought down by Foyesade Oluokun.
He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front three, your front four, your front five, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Here's a give to Etienne.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
A handoff for Etienne.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
A handoff running left is Etienne.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Another tote for Etienne.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2.
They'll try to run with Etienne.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
There we go.
Travis Etienne
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Barons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And now out come the Jets. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
So pick up at 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Again, he finds more. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Elijah Moore.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Now for the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right?
Yes,
As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there on 4th and 10. So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Steps away to his left. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They begin with a run by Fournette. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis. 63 yards. And the Jets are at least able to knock the deficit down a bit. Point after, right down the middle. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
Let's go.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles. What does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
A give to Etienne running right.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. Boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson on the move to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Etienne.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Rolling to his right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They'll run with Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. And they'll go again with Etienne.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So a big decision there to go on 4th down. Gets him not only the first, but gets him the touchdown as well.
And Brandon, you and I know that all these coaches tell us if every play is executed the way it's designed, it goes for a touchdown. But let's be honest. They were shooting for the first down on that one, and boy, were they...
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And that last this reception puts him over 150 yards now in the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
One last shot for Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-1.